Death is too good for that rat, if you ask me.
Well, at least I didn't lose my touch. Now that I've taken care of that annoying piece of business, I need to go check in on my daughter. Danny's doing really well. I'm going to take off, okay?
Not so fast, Dr. Clay.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Well, it's not so much a problem, but a question. What deal were you striking when I just walked in on
Stop
the two of you?
Mom, you do not have to answer that.
Sure he does. I'm her mother.
What are you talking about? I am not a teenager anymore.
Or then maybe you want to answer.
Fine. It's just that we...
Just what? What?
We were just making plans to go out for dinner.
You two are going to go out on a date with each other.
Well,
Yeah,
that
and
was
that usually
the
takes two,
plan.
yeah.
We were going to do that.
Okay. Great.
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 Are you sure? Because I have the distinct impression that you did not like me.
Oh, I didn't. Before you saved Danny's life, I really couldn't stand you. You know that whole thing with Rafe, and then in court when you implied that you wasn't. Well,
Yeah, I did. And I couldn't have been more wrong. I've seen it firsthand. You're a great mother, Sam. Truth is, if anyone doesn't deserve to be a parent, it's me.
Are you serious? You're going back to the hospital?
I'd like to check in on my daughter and grandson if it's all the same with you.
Have you forgotten that your less than loyal soldier Vince just gave you up to Sonny's goons?
No, he gave Julian Jerome up to Sonny's goons, a man who died 2 decades ago.
Except for the fact that he's standing right in front of me.
Yes, well, I've got a new identity, not to mention a new face to go along with my new life. Derek Wells, respectable businessman. So when we go after Sonny, you won't know what hit him.
Julian Jerome.
Although it really is a shame about Vince. I mean, he's the last person I thought would ever turn on me. No matter. Corinthos is still in the dark. There's no way for my new identity to come to light. I mean, even if he does believe Vince's stories, there's no record linking Derek Wells to Julian Jerome. So when we hijack a shipment, Corinthos won't know where to look.
No one could ever accuse you of a lack of confidence.
Except there's one remaining hiccup. I have to make sure that Sonny's nowhere near the action.
Well, then you can thank me, brother dear. The night the deal goes down, Sonny will be more than occupied at my party.
You're having a party?
Yeah, I'm throwing it with Sonny, actually, to celebrate the union between his son and my daughter. And so while Sonny is toasting the happy couple, you'll be making off with his shipment.
What exactly did you do?
I went to see Sonny. We had a lovely chat. He really is a very interesting man.
Oh.
And something tells me that if he were firing on all cylinders, he would be quite a challenge. So we are fortunate that he's nearly crippled by grief at the moment. By the way, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's all wonderful, except I specifically told you to stay away from Sonny. And what the hell is wrong with you?
Wait.
Not only did you go see Sonny, you are now planning parties with him.
Inspired, don't you think?
Not the word I'd use. And just so we're clear, staying away from somebody doesn't translate to co-hosting social functions with them.
As long as we're making things clear, you're not my boss.
This is business, Ava. I don't want you complicating the plan if you haven't derailed it entirely.
If you would stop lecturing me and just let me
What if you
tell
tipped him off? What if this little party of yours makes him suspicious? What if he starts asking questions and, I don't know, puts 2 and 2 together?
And comes up with absolutely nothing? You just got through telling me there's nothing that connects Derek Wells with Julian Jerome.
Yeah, except my sister, who's now planning parties with the guy that we're trying to take down.
Just give me a little credit, will ya? I've been dealing with these people for months.
Yeah, and gotten exactly nowhere.
Are you serious? I'm the reason that Morgan met Kiki in the first place. Me, not you, Julian. So I would think twice before you forbid me to do anything. I'm the one who made sure they got married. I'm not...
Well, I guess Silas has started to deal with the reality that he's Kiki's father.
Well, I can say for sure that it's not easy to all of a sudden find out you have an adult child. But I have to give him credit. He's a good multitasker. He did find time through all of this to ask you out on a date.
Yes, he did. And I've got to admit, Silas and we did get off to a bad start. And after a while, he started to grow on me. And I don't know, I guess I've started to see his charm.
You don't say.
But we still have our differences. We do. I mean, I don't know, maybe I've put up my defenses or something. Something's changed. I don't know. Maybe it's that Jason's been gone for over a year now and I'm lonely. Or, I don't know, maybe I've gone completely insane and I need to be institutionalized.
Why would you bring me here of all places? I mean, if you wanted to gloat, we could have just saved the restaurant at the Metro Court.
I wanted to put as much distance between you and that sleaze as possible. I mean, if that display doesn't convince you that he's a slime with the emotional depth of a gnat. No, you should listen to what I'm saying.
Wonder what the hell that's all about. You are not crazy, and you do not need to be institutionalized. Well, I'm saying that you're young, okay? And you have your whole life ahead of you, and I don't want to see you spend it alone.
Let's not get carried away. Silas and we agreed to have some dinner, like some vague future time.
Right,
That's
okay.
it.
Well, whatever it is,
Oh.
I'm glad that you're putting yourself out there because you deserve a personal life after everything you've been through.
So you're okay with me going out with Silas?
If it makes you happy to go out with Silas, I'm perfectly fine with it.
But I knew there'd be a catch. Go ahead, give it to me. What?
I just want you to know that I am watching out for you. And Silas hasn't proven himself totally to me.
It's pretty late.
Thanking me for my genius instead of trashing my idea to throw a party with Sonny. Everyone will be completely occupied while you make your move.
You were completely missing the point. You knew how I felt about you making contact with Sonny. And you completely ignored what I said.
Get over it. I'm not one of your soldiers. We are equal partners in crime. Aren't we?
Okay, I recognize Derek Wells, but who's the woman?
Ava Jerome. My son's married to her daughter.
Is there a reason you're not saying hello?
Yeah, I can't stand her.
Why not?
Because the first time I laid eyes on her, she was kissing Franco.
Excuse me.
Eva and Franco were up to something when I first met her, and I haven't trusted her since. Look at her. You can tell she's plotting something.
Last time I saw Mr. Wells, he was in a hospital gown. But now he looks like he stepped off the cover of a GQ. And Ava's no slouch either. I mean, look at that dress.
You should consider your words more carefully, sister. Because we're not going to be partners in anything. Unless you start running your ideas past me.
What difference does it make now? We couldn't have planned this any better if we tried.
And how's that?
As I was saying, Sonny is out of his mind with grief over the dear departed. Not to mention, he's bipolar.
What?
And he's on some pretty heavy-duty medication. But I put it in his mind that maybe he ought to skip it.
Bipolar mob boss off his meds. Well, that's either a complete disaster or exactly the opening we need.
Admit it. I took care of keeping Sonny busy the night of the shipment. Now, if you excuse me, I have a party to plan.
That was too close, girl.
Who's there?
I am grateful that you are looking out for me, Mom. I want you to know that.
It's not so awful, is it?
No, I mean, it could be worse. You could be telling me who I can and cannot be with.
Yeah, that worked out really well, didn't it?
Not so well.
I know you're an adult, and I know you're perfectly capable of making your own decisions, but I am reserving the right to express my feelings. And if at any time I have concerns about Silas or anyone else, you're going to hear from me.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. I'm more than aware that Silas has his flaws. I mean, not everyone can be as perfect as Derek Wells.
Ow! What was that
I saw the text. Who is Jennifer and why is she sending you pictures of her in her bikini? Okay, we have an audience here. Isn't that great? Do you like humiliating me? Do
My
you like making me
apologies. I didn't mean to interrupt. Aren't you Mrs. Jacks from the Metro Court?
Yes, do I know you?
Yeah, Derek Wells. I have an office space in your hotel.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've seen you around the hotel, but I've never introduced myself.
Oh, you don't have to apologize. I mean, I should have recognized you. Aren't you running the magazine that Connie Falconeri used to own?
Yeah, it was a tragedy what happened. It's a loss.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it right now. My art dealer friend was going on and on about these paintings I needed to buy, but I really wasn't in the mood for that. I mean, one of my trusted employees was just murdered. So I dismissed her for the day. I'm sure you saw her leave her here in a huff.
No, we were a little busy.
Okay, well, I'll let you get back to your conversation.
Yeah.
In case I forget to tell you. Ow.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do.
No, it was a nice save, but damn, you got a hard slap. You think he bought our story?
I don't care if he did. He needs to worry if we bought his.
When did I say that Derek Wells was perfect?
You didn't have to.
No, I didn't say that he was perfect. In
No,
fact,
but
I don't
he's
think any man is
interesting
perfect.
and
No, I said he was
compelling.
nice. And
Mom,
he very
look,
generously...
I know you said that you weren't interested in anyone. I said I wasn't either. Look, I'm going out on a date with Silas.
You also said that you had lost your mind and that you should be institutionalized.
Yeah, I did, and maybe I was right. I mean, isn't it always a little crazy to put yourself out there, throw caution to the wind? But look, I'm doing it. I'm going out on a date with Silas. Maybe you should give Derek a chance.
Did I hear my name?
Don't.
We were just talking about you because we were wondering if you wanted to come back and visit after you're done with your business. How's it going, anyway?
Couldn't be better. As a matter of fact, things are going so well that I think the thing I've been working on is going to go just the way I'd hoped.